They really they that's a pickup I don't mind either.
Cam?
Yeah, I don't mind that pickup. That's a good pickup. That's a good pickup. I don't mind that.
Yeah, man. So for those that are just popping in, this is the intro. It's one of those days today, man. Yeah, I was just telling State this is like the third day in a row I've been wearing this shirt. 3 days in a row, and then probably like the days before that I was wearing a different orange shirt.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame
Yeah.
you. I just I just told him about that, and this is for people who I know everybody probably did this once in their life. You run out of socks and you wash your socks in the shower or you're in your bathroom real quick. You just wash them off. You can't even go to the laundry. Laundry like a few blocks down. You're like, man, you know what, man? You just you dry it off real quick, hang it on your oven.
Yo,
Oh
stay talking about
God.
washing socks, man. Fuck that. Just wearing the same socks every day for like 2 weeks straight. Like fuck it.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
I got some fucking that fungus cream, man. I'm good. Nah, that's some nasty shit right there.
Yeah, that's some nasty shit, man. All right, so what's up, man? Let's talk basketball, man. What's up, man? What's up, man?
Well, you threw Cam Reddish out there, motherfucker. He got 33 points right now. 4 rebounds. What he got? 8 3-pointers. 8 for 13 from three. They're getting smacked right now though. Well, they lost actually, 130 to 118.
It, it, it,
Chicago.
it wouldn't matter because if I'm the Knicks, how do you not make a move? I that's just me. Like, how do you not try to make a move for Cam Reddish?
What?
How do you not do that?
Well, if Cam Reddish is giving you 30 points every other night, man, what do you think the
It
price of Cam Reddish is?
it's not even about the 33 points. It's about the upside. One, it's about the upside. Two, it's about familiar, like who he's familiar with, right? So I've seen RJ Barrett in college, watching him at Duke. I've seen him give Cam Reddish the ball at the end of games. I've seen this with my own two eyes. I remember one game, I think it was against Florida State. I forgot who it was. But RJ Barrett was running on a fast break and he passed it between his legs to Cam Reddish. And Reddish just shot it. Bang! And it went straight in. And I'm looking, I'm like, those two boys, how tall is RJ? Like 6'7"? Reddish like 6'8". I'm like, that's a nice little wing combo there. So it's nice to see what Cam Reddish is doing right now. It's very nice.
Would
The
you
Knicks
trade?
got to make a move.
Would you trade Cam Reddish for RJ?
What the man, I almost cursed your ass out, man. You want me to almost curse your ass out, man. Eh,
Not
Listen,
for real, but put together something. What would get Cam Reddish here? What do you think Atlanta would take to get Cam Reddish?
ooh, um, so let's think about it. Atlanta would try to consolidate. Knicks I think it would be a three-team trade. It would have to be a three-team trade because I don't see like no straight up deal for like Cam Reddish unless you want some. You know what? I'ma swap Burks, Knox.
I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. You said
I
Burks,
used to
Knox,
stop.
okay.
I used to stop mid track. Like,
Mm-hmm.
wait, hold on. Let me think about that. Right. Nah, but what would they want? I mean, if you have DeAndre Hunter and you know you're not gonna pay Reddish, and you've seen reports about him being on the block 2 seconds. I'm giving up a first. Let me make that clear to you, dog. I'm giving up a first. I don't care what nobody say. I will give up a first. And not, you could try to give up Fournier and Knox, but I think they would take Burks and Knox, and then
Well, who's
re-sign
come?
DeAndre
Somebody
Hunter.
else is definitely coming over too, because I mean, Cam Reddish makes less than he makes less than RJ.
Makes less than RJ, so you have to make the salaries match.
Yeah,
You have to take on like a bad contract that they have.
man, they don't really have too many of those.
I mean, if they want a first, you got to give me like 2 seconds.
Well,
We
maybe
got we
Gallo.
got to talk business. I take Gallo back.
You take
I take Gallo back. I definitely take Gallo back. And his contract is poop.
Yeah,
And they capped out, so we definitely got to match salaries. So they would want a salary that would end within the next year or two.
yeah.
And that's funny too, because I think Joshua is kind of right. I think Solomon Hill would be the candidate. Because you got to look at on their roster who got a bad contract.
Yo, Solomon Hill's like the ODB of the freaking NBA, man. That guy's. I don't even know how he's still in the NBA this long.
I
What's
don't know
Gallo's
either.
current? Yo, Gallo's making 20 million a year.
Jesus.
This god damn.
Jesus.
Yeah, he got
How
some
many?
age on him too, man. He's 33 years old. What the fuck?
That's why it was disrespectful how he was walking my Knicks players down last year in the playoffs, man. I mean, this year in the playoffs, man. Well, earlier this year. He was walking them boys down. He walked Randall down. He walked Burks down. He walked Bullock down. I'm like, yo, why? I'm looking at Bullock. I'm like, yo, why Gallo is walking you down the court like that, bro? Where's your not Gallo, bro? But I take Gallo back, and I know his contract is atrocious.
Atrocious, man.
You would
But
probably swap Gallo for Evan Fournier.
I guess, but
If I'm getting back Reddish.
if you give him back Reddish,
But let's see who contract is longer. Because I know Evan Fournier, he got a his deal is 3 years and he got a 4 year. His fourth year is an option, basically.
yeah.
So he's basically making like 54 million within the next. Yeah, his guaranteed money is not 70 million, but that's what his contract, that's what he signed for, basically.
Right. I mean, I guess, man, but I mean, they already got guys on Atlanta that do what Fournier does. You know, Bogdanovich, that's number one right there.
Mm-hmm.
And the other kid, Huerta, they both do exactly what Fournier does. You know?
That's very true.
This is Evil Raven said he needs his prostate check. I need that too, man. I'm at the age now. I need that finger.
Oh man.
Man, you ever had the finger?
Nah, I remember watching the Simpsons episode where Homer was running. He was running for the right. I didn't know. I definitely
Shit, I forgot about that. I'm gonna see if I can find that shit on YouTube, man. That's the thing going around the job now. Everybody trying to get the finger.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't old enough yet. Thank God.
I mean, you know, if you got it in your family, man, you gotta get it early. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't even sound right the way I said it. Like if your family gets the finger, you know, you gotta get it too. You know?
Oh,
Like what? I don't know.
Oh God. Nah, Gallinari contract is basically 2022, 2023, he's a free agent. And he's making 20 million this year. And he's making 21 million next year, but his contract ends in 2023.
Yeah.
Now, would you take on Gallo's contract just to swap Evan Fournier and Knox so you could get basically that extra season sliced off?
I would. You know, the question is, would Atlanta do that?
The question is, will Atlanta pay Cam Reddish?
Right.
And we already seen reports of them talking about he's available. So it's up to it. And this is the thing. They drafted Cam Reddish and DeAndre Hunter in the same draft. And the NBA is funny because now you can offer a guy a contract after his third season. So it causes a dilemma when that said player, call for RJ Barrett, when that said player ends their third season and you go into your fourth season and and you don't sign a new contract.
Yeah.
Because you can negotiate after your third season. So the NBA is funny with that. The NBA is definitely funny with that.
I forgot that Atlanta didn't they just draft Jalen Johnson too?
Yes, they definitely did. That's the reason why you wouldn't pay Cam Reddish. And
Right.
you will want to trade him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. So I'm with it. I take Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish, I like him better at small forward than RJ. I know that. Do you still believe
Yes.
do you still believe in RJ as like a shooting guard?
Yeah. Bro, I don't like him at small forward. You know I've always said that. I've had people call me names over that. Yo, you don't know what you're talking about. RJ. Nah, I don't like him at small forward because RJ's game is he got an old school game, bully ball mentality, like a Mark McGuire type of body, Ron Artest type of body. And I like him at shooting guard because he's able to get the mismatch every time. But it's up to the coach, Thibodeau, to put him in better position. I shouldn't see RJ ISO with it. I hate RJ at ISO. I should see him in pick and roll. I hate him at ISO, bro. Oh
He
my
hates it too.
God.
He hates it too because he don't got no moves.
I didn't see the game with RJ. I don't remember. Was it against Denver? I forgot, but RJ had a switch on a big, and he brings the ball back out to the three, and I'm looking at RJ. I'm like, this ain't about to be good. And he just passes the ball. I'm like, all right, you did the right thing, RJ, because that ain't your game yet, and that's kind of frustrating. That's kind of frustrating from RJ. But what I know is RJ is really good at what he does, going downhill, bully ball. So at shooting guard, he's able to exploit that more. That's just me. So I would like Cam Reddish. I would actually start Cam Reddish out the gate.
Yeah, me
Him
too.
or RJ on the wing. Because they got ESP, 1, 2. Now, and I know we're going to talk about this soon. You know the whole Kemba Walker thing. Now Kemba Walker's balling. Funny. What are we with Alec Burks? 1-7 or we 2-7? We're something with him. We're just horrible. I know that the record is better with Kemba Walker than with Alec Burks started. So you have Kemba Walker at point guard. You know you got Randall at the 4. And you know you got Mitch at the 5. So now it's up to Tibbs to get the bench together. I would love to see that starting 5 run. I would love to see how that would go.
Yeah. Right now, it's just not working with RJ at the 3. Like I was campaigning for him to be the 3 because I just think that he's stronger. He should be able to match up against guys like that. But he just don't have a game. He doesn't have a game for that. He has no in between game. He can't score on the inside. So it's a little bit easier, like you said, him going downhill. He can go downhill against smaller guys. A little pick, give him a little pick, and he's gonna be able to go past a little guy every single time. So I think that'll be easier for him to do. But we're gonna have to get that Cam Reddish shit because I mean Fournier is not gonna cut it. Him guarding him being like the primary small forward because he just doesn't rebound enough.
True, that's very true. And let's give RJ credit, right? Because RJ has shut down Kawhi. Like he's had good games against premier small forward, and I definitely will talk about that, Ethan. And RJ definitely had good games at small forward going against premier small forwards. I've seen him guard Chris Middleton. I've seen him go at Chris Middleton. But the problem with RJ is, can he master his old school game? You know what I'm saying? Like, can he get the nooks and crannies down pat? Now, where I disagree with you at is the whole in between game. I feel like this season he's gotten better. Just taking a pull-up mid-range jump shot after doing a pick and roll. I want to see it more on fast breaks. I think that will unlock his game more. Just going on a fast break and stopping on a dime and pulling up from the mid-range, from around the free throw line area and pulling up from mid-range jumper. I just rarely see that from him. I do see it from him when he's coming off a pick and roll, and he has been more ambidextrous this season with using his right hand. But it's just you just want to see so much more from him because he is the third overall pick, and of course your expectations is high for RJ Barrett. But at the same time, Diehard, I think you gotta just let him grow right now, because when you have Kemba, he's cooking right now, and Randall, okay, he's starting to figure it out a little bit. He's starting to figure it out a little bit right now, and then you see RJ come back, and the first time he comes back, boom, the starting five is a positive plus minus. You know, when's the last time the starting five been a positive plus minus, brother? And RJ stunk. He stunk the game that he had a double digit plus minus. He stunk. I'm talking about shooting the ball. I think it was like 5 for 16. It was disgusting. But both his shooting games coming back has been disgusting. But everything else has been good, and the starting five looks better with RJ. But it looks better because of Kemba Walker as a whole, and Thibodeau I think he's just letting Kemba play his game now, finally, too.
Yeah, we was talking about the last game at the halftime show, just that RJ's a glue guy at this point of his career. That's not necessarily a bad thing, him being a glue guy. I want to throw something funny at you, man. What's the difference between Kevin Knox and Reddish?
Woof.
Because I mean, while you was talking, I'm on the side here doing a bunch of googling and stuff. So I'm gonna throw this at you. Cam Reddish right now he's been averaging, basically it's been deja vu for all 3 seasons, 11 and basically 11-4. That's what he's giving you, right? So Kevin Knox, you all know that his first year he averaged 12-4, I think it was. Let me be sure I get 12-4. So his per 36 numbers are what is it? Basically rounded off 14-5. That's his per 36 numbers. If you look at Cam Reddish, his numbers are pretty comparable per 36. You're talking about for the career 15-4. You know what I'm saying? Same stats all around. He's just 3-point shooter or whatever. Same height. Same weight and everything. So what's the difference between the two?
ESP, relationship, opportunity cost, and I just think all right. So here's where I'm gonna come at this Cam Reddish thing, man. For me, this goes back to the. Now, you say, does Cam Reddish play defense? You think he'll play defense under Tom Thibodeau? You think he'll play defense next to RJ Barrett? You think he'll play defense next to Kemba Walker? You think he'll play defense with an opportunity? He's only getting an opportunity right now because of the C word. I don't want to say it, but
for necessity. You know what I'm saying? But Nate McMillan is another one too. He's a defensive guy, so he's not going to play guys unless they play defense. For the most part. So. I haven't really seen enough of Cam Reddish to really comment too much about his defense, but his defense is not. He was never known as a defender coming, necessarily coming out of college, or whatever, as like a defensive stopper. Somebody that's a capable defender. But I could describe, Knox as a capable defender too. So with the whole thing of trading for Cam Reddish and stuff, would you waste the assets to trade for Cam Reddish, or would you just continue to push the button on Kevin Knox to see if he's going to do something?
So my problem with this Knicks front office is they don't go to the dice game, and they like to call small petty bets, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So let's say they go into the dice game, the pot is $100. They calling little $5 bets, $10 bets. Y'all got 10. Y'all got 5. They don't never want to stop bank, yo. Stop bank. I want the whole 100 you got right now. I want the pot. They don't never want to do that. And that's my annoyance with them. So for me, Scott Perry just do it. Show me some love, Scott. You brought me Alfred Payton. You brought me Moutier. You brought me all your ex-draft busts. You bring me all these bums. Can you bring me somebody I at least like, brother? That's all I'm asking. Just bring me somebody I know that can get better. You bring me Evan Fournier? Come on, dog. The dude played good against a team that had no Trae Young and damn near half of their roster. So how much stock I could take into that with him?
Yeah, but he's Captain France too, man. You know what I'm
saying? Man, I'm good on those plays, man. Once he's gone, I don't want man. Frederick Weiss, Ron Artest, I'm good.
Yeah, no more French players on the Knicks, man. Not even a French fry. I don't want nothing. They ain't been not serve French fries at the Garden, or nothing, man.
No. But I love Frank Ntilikina, and I would never ever let you talk down on Frank Ntilikina. But Candyman, I'm good. Candyman has 17. I done seen Evan Fournier go 1 for 9. Don't start with me tonight.
Oh my God! So I mean, I don't even want to engage you with the Frank Ntilikina stuff, man, because it's like, Frank Ntilikina the other night, he did score a lot, and I almost picked him up in both my fantasy teams. You know what I'm saying? Just because maybe he might be finally coming together, but this has been going on for 4 years now. First it was with the Knicks, and they thought it was a Knicks problem, but in Dallas, he's doing the same thing. He's only scoring now because out of necessity. There's nobody else on the team that could score because of the whole protocol stuff, man. So. Man, let Frank Ntilikina live, man. He can have his good night, you know what I'm saying? But that'll probably be like the first of the only one for the season he's gonna put together for the year, man. So
yeah, man. I'm just trying to have the Knicks look at some a high upside wing, because I'm still mad. Now we got Grimes,
right?
So it's not to say that Grimes can't play now, right?
Yeah.
But I would still like some type of shakeup right now. Just give me a small move. I just need a small move, a sneaky move.
Yo, Grimes is giving us so much, man. Especially
Grimes.
Offensively, even defensively too. I like him so much that I could see him taking RJ's spot at the starting shooting guard spot.
If you don't stop it, man. If you don't stop
this,
that's bad talk. That's bad.
Here's the thing. RJ right now is playing. RJ's playing third. The starting three right now, right? He's playing starting three. Me and you both agree that he's not really good at the starting three. Maybe he should be a shooting guard again. But he's not necessarily good at shooting guard things either. You know what I'm saying? You want him to come down and do pull up jump shots on the fast break and that type of thing. I'd rather see Quentin Grimes do that, because at least I know Kevin Grimes' jump shot is wet.
But we've seen RJ do it. I have no problem. They interchangeable. We can't do that. Don't do a disservice to RJ because my man been out 2 weeks, man. I don't like that. Don't start your nonsense, dog. Don't start your nonsense.
Going forward, man. If it was a trade that got us better and we had to get rid of RJ, he could go, bro.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
I can't do that.
We need a small forward, right?
What trade you doing right now? Wait, tell me. Talk to me. Because Randall and Ingram is not winning shit. So you're not gonna spend that to me.
Cam Reddish. We just finished talking about it.
Yo, you're not.
If we can get Cam Reddish instead of RJ,
be realistic. Be realistic.
All right. Brandon Ingram.
Be realistic, man.
You almost said the F word. I almost got you. I almost got you.
I know you pissing me off.
Yeah, but I'm saying, real talk. We need a real small forward. We need somebody to help out. That could score. They could also help with the rebound and defending.
You just need a tall. Just give me another tall wing. Just give me a taller wing who's younger than Evan Fournier, more upside, but who can help us try to win games now.
Yeah, but if we get that wing that could do that, let's say, all right, for what's the name, Jeremy Grant. We trade for Jeremy Grant. He only makes $20 million, so that's like a trade that we could do. Not even Jeremy Grant.
Waste of time. Waste of time.
Jeremy Grant is a waste of time.
Waste of time. You don't. Yeah, you. The Knicks get me Jeremy Grant before they try to trade for Cam Reddish. Man, I would call for Leon Rose head. He better no.
Listen,
You listen.
Juliet.
You're not about to have my team with a bunch of third options talking about we get out the first round. That's what you're not gonna do. You ain't gonna spew that garbage to me. That's what you ain't gonna do.
Well, Randall, right? Randall is the 4, right? then you put Jeremy Grant as the 3, right?
That's wild ugly with the space here. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, Jeremy can at least he can shoot the 3 a little bit. And he's proven that he can get you 20 if you need him to.
Shooter. He ain't getting 20 on the Knicks next to Randall. You're gonna make him a spot-up shooter.
He could do that. He was doing that in Denver.
He left Denver because he didn't want to be a spot-up shooter.
All right. Well, if he doesn't want to be a spot-up shooter, he would have the opportunity to score because he'll basically be getting everything that RJ was messing up on the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So Jeremy will be able to be successful here.
Is that team beating the Bucks?
We beaten the Bucks already.
Oh my god, this guy.
I think we could challenge the Bucks in the series right now the way that we are.
I think you trolling right now. You know we beat the Hawks 4 times last season in the before the playoffs.
Yeah, but you know that's the Hawks, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think we're like the only team. I think we're like the only team that was able to shut down Giannis multiple times in the last 3 seasons.
And we slapped the Hawks and we got slapped. I still don't like that.
We got slapped because we was leaving those 3-point shooters open. You know, but as far as game plan stopping Giannis, we was able to stop Giannis for the most part. You know what I'm saying? It's just leaving those 3-point shooters open. You know, so I think we could compete with the Bucks. But hear me out, man. Let's we make the trade for Jeremy Grant and then RJ goes. Right, so that may make you feel bad. I'm not
saying no Jeremy Grant for no RJ Barrett. Yo, you're not about to do this right now.
But I'm saying, just listen. We got then we'll have Randall, we'll have Jeremy Grant. We're more than likely gonna have Mitch still.
Oh my God.
The point guard is Kemba Walker, and then now the shooting guard, since you traded RJ, you slide Quentin Grimes at the 2.
Oh my God.
Are you gonna cry about RJ if we did that?
Diehard Steve Mills.
No, but you gotta explain what is RJ doing for us today that's gonna hurt you so much in that trade like that.
First of all, you don't do nothing like that. One, because he's 21. You don't trade.
Oh my God, he's 20.
Bro, Randall and Grant, be realistic. You gotta stop. Grant and Randall will get swept by the Bucks. I mean, I'm not entertaining. Whoever's the people, if you just want to win just for the sake of winning, then y'all could do that. You could go get Jeremy Grant and Randall and think to yourself that they won't beat somebody in playoffs, so you can waste your time with them. Or what you can do is talk to me, because that Grant Randall they're not winning. They were not winning shit, jack shit.
But are we winning standing pad with RJ at the 3?
I don't know. Can you get me Cam Reddish and figure it out later?
Well, you said you said RJ's only 21, but we're talking about this year.
I'm not trading RJ for Grant. That is asinine. That doesn't even sound correct. That sounds like you off the water.
Yeah, the last 2 seasons, even though he's playing for Detroit, he's been averaging 20 points a game the last 2 seasons, man.
That still doesn't matter to me.
He rebounds decent. Still, not really a lot. Like maybe four rebounds a game. The percentages: 84% from the free throw line. From 2, 46%. For 3 is 34. Not necessarily the greatest shooter, or whatever. But I don't know, man. I think there would be something.
You remind me of evil Dr. Strange. That's what you remind me. Because you're just trying to.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to get better here, man. Getting Cam Reddish is one thing, but I mean we have to take on Gallo's contract and all that just to get Cam Reddish there and slide RJ to the 2. You know what I'm saying? But what?
Who would you rather play minutes right now? Evan Fournier, Alec Burks?
Evan Fournier or Alec Burks?
Yeah. Trash or diarrhea? Talk to me.
They're basically the same, really. You know. Well, I mean, Alec Burks more because he's more like in tune of what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? He could run the point. He could play small forward for us. He could play shooting guard for us.
He don't need to play point guard on this team no more.
He could come off the bench without crying.
He don't need to come off the bench no more for this team when Maybe quickly comes back. I don't need to see him no more.
Who, Alec Burke?
Yeah, I don't need to see him no more. When quickly comes back, the coach got a dilemma. You cannot sit Grimes. He sits Grimes. I'm calling him to be fired every game. Every game I watch, I'm saying I want him fired. That's it. You're not gonna do him like you did Kevin Knox. I'm not doing that again. I'm not going through that again.
We don't have Derrick Rose, so there's already a spot for Quentin Grimes.
But I'm not playing Burks at point guard if Emmanuel Quickly's back. I'm not doing that because Deuce McBride plays better defense. Figure it out.
Yeah, but Quickly's not all that great either, man.
No. Leon Rose. Matter of fact, I like that. I like that you're doing that because I can't sit here and really. Now this is when MSG politics. This is when we're gonna really see if MSG politics is alive. Because when Emmanuel Quickly comes back, I don't want to see Alec Burks at point guard no more. And at the same time, I kind of don't need to see Evan Fournier more than Quentin Grimes. I kind of don't need to see it. And when Deuce McBride get back, I've already seen him defend. I've seen him defend already. So he's gonna have to make a decision. You cannot sit Grimes. I don't care about the agendas. He cannot sit Grimes at all. So Burks or Evan Fournier, one of them gonna have to sit.
Burks or Evan Fournier? But
Yes.
I mean, you can't sit all that money, man. I mean, Fournier's shooting is averaging 17 mil, and Burks is averaging 10.
That's not culture. That's not culture to me. I don't like. Now let's go to the Ian Bagley story that you talking about. That when it talked about Ian Bagley talked about accountability in the locker room. How do you sit Kemba Walker? But this, that, and third. I don't care how much you get paid on this team, bro. When you need to get sit, you sit them.
Yeah, but I'm talking about just a team building standpoint. You can't sit that money on the court. You're gonna have to do something with it. You can't just have a guy sitting on the bench making 17 and don't never play. You know, something has to be done with that salary to make the team better.
I would play Evan Fournier off the bench where he belongs.
Yeah, but you're telling me that you want Grimes and Deuce to play over him, so there's no minutes for him.
How do you justify to me, right? How do you justify to me right now, after seeing what you've seen from Grimes and Deuce McBride, and from the Deuce McBride and Emmanuel Quickly backcourt, the same backcourt where Deuce McBride showed promising, right? How do you not play Deuce McBride with Emmanuel Quickly again? How do you not play Grimes again? How? Explain.
I get it. I get it, man. But I mean, if everybody had the same salary, let's say if it was like a communist regime, right, where everybody's making the same exact money, then it's easier. You know, you just play the guys that deserve to play. Which, like you said, Deuce and Grimes need to play. IQ need to play with those guys. Burks is still good in that group. Then you got Nerlens Noel, as the big man in that group. But then you also got Obi. Obi needs to play too. So I mean, it's a lot of guys that are not bad for us. That they need to play. Even Jericho Sims. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys that they need to play on this roster. So it's not so cut and dry. You can't just cut one guy, cut the next guy, because you really can't play like you can't like if you start in 5 guys, you can't have 8 guys coming off the bench behind them. You know what I'm saying? Because you just can't get no continuity going with the roster. You're gonna have to at least 10. You can't go 14 deep because that's what you're talking about now. Because like I said, Obi needs to get these minutes, but you're already playing IQ, Grimes, and Deuce, and then Rose is coming back. So where does Rose play when he comes back?
I'm not playing Burks over Deuce or Grimes.
I didn't even say Burks though. I didn't even say Burks. I'm talking about everybody else that I mentioned: Obi, Jericho, IQ, Grimes, Deuce, and then Rose. I didn't even say nothing about Burks.
So can we get the first narrative out the way quickly? And Obi's gonna play. Let's get that out the way. Regardless, they're gonna play.
Right.
That's 2 roster spots off the bench that's gonna play.
Right.
You have to explain to me, Diehard, how do you sit Deuce and Grimes? You have to explain to me that.
So then don't all right. So don't sit Deuce and Grimes. You got Obi IQ, right? You got Grimes, right? And then you got Deuce, right? So who else is coming off the bench?
I would play Taj with that group. That's your
Taj?
bench right there. Yes. What? You play the OG with the youngins. You have one OG out there. Wait, so you telling me you ain't see the youngins play winning basketball? We're not gonna do that, dog. We're not gonna do that. I don't want to hear the narrative.
I gotta
kids is tanking.
You gotta stay with the same thought process because I don't erase my paper like a million times trying to figure out where you're going with your roster. So we got Obi. You said Obi and IQ gotta play. Okay, yes. Grimes and Deuce gotta play. Okay, I'm fine with that. You want Taj Gibson to be a center? Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. But let's stay with that. Right. So then now what do you or that's your bench, right? That you want, right? So then who do you got starting?
You know you're starting Kemba. You know you're starting Mitchell Robinson. You know you're starting Randall. You know you're starting RJ. Okay. That's a spot needs to be filled. So that's where I'm like, how can you now? I just named you a bench, a starter. I just named you a bench, right? Right. Quickly, no. I like Deuce. I like the way Deuce runs the team. I prefer Deuce at point guard rather than Quickly. But the Deuce and Quickly, that backcourt works. So your bench, Deuce, Quickly, Grimes, Obi, Taj.
Right.
Right?
You're starting Kemba, Mitch, Randall, RJ, and who's the other person?
That's the question mark.
But I'm saying, you know, why you're arguing with me, man? You know, you got Burks, right? Burks, which you don't want to see play no more, and then you got Fournier. So I mean, we cannot just not play them.
I would not play. All right, go ahead.
Something needs to be done with them, which is a trade, right? Something needs to be done with those guys. So what I'm trying to say is that, you know, get some of these things together and make a trade for Jeremy Grant or make a trade for Brandon Ingram. And the person that's going to be the key focal point is RJ. To me,
they're not trading RJ. You out your cotton picking.
Because I like everything that you're saying here. Like the bench, I agree with you. I agree with the bench, man. But I'm saying we do have salary on the roster, so we can't just diss the salary and then totally screw the team up going forward. We have to figure out what to do with these guys. So if we're gonna look to we want to start Kemba, Mitch, and Randall. Okay, that's good. So then we need to upgrade somewhere. We need to put some of these guys together in a trade some kind of way to upgrade. So, you know, going through all this, I feel like that's the key to us going to the next level. We need to figure out what to do with the remaining guys that we don't want, because they're not bad. Burks is not a bad player. You know, Fournier's not a bad player too. Nope. They're just in the wrong spot right now. So I mean, get them on a different team and use RJ as a piece. We got you know, like other assets too. We got first round picks. We got second round picks. You know, that's a package that we could put together. You want to talk about third team and all that? That's fine. But you know, that's a nice little package to fill in those 2 starter spots, because that is really the key. We're missing 2 starters. We got a starting point guard in Kemba. We got somebody in Mitch. We got Randall. You still got Rose hanging around there whenever he comes back, so he's gonna be in the mix somewhere. But I mean, you know, we definitely have the ability to make a trade for at least one real starter, one real NBA starter. And then I think that's going to be the real key to everything, getting us to the next level.
RJ's a starter. I don't know what he talk about, chat. He drunk. I don't know what he all that RJ trade garbage. I don't know where he going with that. He think Randall and Ingram is a good combo. Ingram is more ball dominant than Randall. Ingram will make Diehard lose his head. so we ain't even gonna do that. I'm not even entertaining that talk. But I would like for the Knicks to upgrade Evan Fournier's spot. Just a younger, more springy wing with upside. I feel like Kemba's the type to defer. he would defer to RJ in another nice way. RJ got to play. RJ got to play better, but he's good. He's coming off 2 weeks COVID. The man.
RJ hasn't done anything to for anybody to defer to him. I think that was the problem. Like Kemba was too busy trying to defer to these guys, and that was the wrong thing. Kemba needs to be Kemba.
RJ defer to who? You talking about Randall? Randall always got the damn.
No. You said that Kemba is the guy that would defer to somebody like RJ. And my thing is
he has.
But I'm saying my thing is Kemba deferring to a guy like RJ is the reason why he got benched. But Kemba needs to be Kemba.
Kemba didn't get benched because of that. That's what you got out of that?
Yeah, he wasn't being Kemba. He was trying to let everybody else do their thing. The first couple, if you look at the box scores, these box scores are nothing like how they are now. Because Kemba was trying to defer to the other guys. You know what I'm saying? He was trying not to push the button. Once he came back, Kemba Walker's been all 100. Just being regular, normal Kemba Walker.
Yeah,
so I think the idea to defer to RJ, that shit is bugged, man. You know what I'm saying?
The idea to defer to Randall, that shit is bugged.
No, but we're not talking about Randall though. We're not talking about Randall. We're talking about RJ and Kemba.
You're not about to sit here and do that to RJ.
I know, but don't throw Randall into it if we're talking about RJ.
So then don't try to throw my man RJ in the Ingram trade. I'm not trading nothing to get Randall out, and you know this.
Yo, man, this love for RJ, it kind of remind me of what's the name, Candyman, freaking Frank Ntilikina. So I mean, I feel like we need to get rid of him just so you can stop talking about RJ.
And fans who talk like that remind me of 90s Knicks fans who was cool with getting to the second round and not barking at the Knicks management to go get Patrick Ewing some real help.
Man,
or y'all just good with winning. You're just good with getting to the first round. You're just good with getting to the second round.
You can't say that, man. The 90s was bugged out. We was going crazy. People wanted to trade Ewing. They wanted Ewing out of here. That's how crazy the Knicks fans was back in the days, man. So, we were begging to get for the Knicks to do something to get Patrick some help, but they just never was able to do it. Knicks fans was crazy. Knicks fans were never happy with being second round knockouts. Never that, man. During those times, man, the arguments were even crazier back then.
I'd rather go in the future with RJ than any type of future when we trade the kids and we try to do the Randall, the whole Carmelo Anthony thing route again. I'm good on that. Yeah, but Randall and anybody is not beating this. They're not beating the Bucks, bro. They're not, bro. Like I don't. We
beating the Bucks already.
But I think
that's the people the Bucks already.
That's regular season. We got smoked by the Hawks in the playoffs, and we smoked them last year in the regular season. I can't go by that.
I know, but listen, man, we got to figure out a way to win. We can't win by imagination, saying that RJ's 21, that he's going to do this, he's going to do that. Unless you got some pin particles or something that you can see the future, that RJ's going to be something more than he is now. He's not.
I know who Randall is now, who's my best player, who's 27. He's not going to – he is who he is. What I do know is RJ Barrett's 21, and in 4 or 5 years – he has another player who shares the same agent as him, as Luka Doncic, and I know for a fact RJ Barrett has a lot of fans right now, a lot of younger generation fans, and also on top of the fact, what I don't like about what you're talking about right now is Bradley Beal averaged less points in his fourth year than what he did in his third year, and on top of the fact that RJ has to play next to Randall and Kemba Walker, and on top of the fact that RJ is he's probably the only top 3 pick. And I don't care if he can't dribble. I really don't care.
You sound crazy, bro. No, you sound crazy.
Because you're not going to sit here and tell me that you've never seen the offense run through RJ Barrett and it did not look good. That's what you're not going to do. That's what
RJ when Barrett it goes through Randall. Trashed, man.
What has been Randall? That's my team's best player. Don't do that.
Listen, either you could do it or you can't. Like the last game, we was in agreement. Freaking RJ can't make layups no more, man. He can't make layups no more. He's not a real three.
COVID.
Oh my God, he just came back from COVID. I mean, like he didn't have COVID before, after those 5 games when he scored 20. He didn't have COVID then, right? He didn't have COVID after the fact when he was sneaking up the court from that point on up until now.
I know you ain't gonna do that with Evan Fournier and give me one good game out of every 10.
Listen, you like to talk about Bradley Beal and all this other stuff. Let's bring it back to what we was talking about. Like I agree with you with the bench. You said Obi, IQ, Grimes, Deuce, Ties. That's fine. All right. Okay. And then we talking about Kemba, Mitch, and Randall. Now my question to you is, how do we get better? Waiting for RJ to become something that you think he's gonna become is not the right thing to do.
And waiting for me to trade RJ and the kids just to play.
No, not RJ and the kids, just RJ. We talking about RJ.
You gotta trade RJ and the kids.
We're trading RJ, Burks, and Fournier. Those are the guys that I said we trade. I didn't say RJ and the kids.
What you get with that? Tell the chat what you did with that.
You might be able to get Jeremy Grant. You might be able to get Brandon Ingram. But you could laugh, right? But I could laugh the same way when you're talking about RJ's only 21 and that Kemba needs to defer to him. Kemba needs to defer to RJ. Where Kemba's like a multi-year all-star, averaged 20-something points for his career. He's Kemba Walker, but he got to defer to RJ. They can't make layups. You know what I'm saying? His 3-point percentage is crazy this year. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about he's 21.
It's better than Randall's. It's better than Randall's.
It doesn't matter. Randall's still giving you 9 rebounds. He's still giving you 20 points a game. Still giving you 5 assists.
You doing that now? Oh nah, I think.
No, but you're telling me that RJ is going to do something eventually in life. You know what I'm saying? But Randall's doing it now.
Doing what now?
He's doing the same thing that he's been doing since he's been here. To tell you the truth. Yo, Randall. No matter how bad you think Randall is, whatever, he's still 20-9 as a Knick. 29. He's still 29 and what? Oh, if you do the math, 29-5 as a Knick. Oh, God. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that he's completely trash. The thing with RJ, RJ, you're saying that he's going to be good eventually. He's only 21, but that's not an argument. You know, we're talking about the Knicks. Like, so I'm saying, like, I'm in agreement with you. Where we're having a problem right now is that you just like RJ so much that you don't want to make the team better.
No. I'm not trading RJ for Jeremy Grant. That's garbage talk. Do I want to do a line or something? What you talking about here? What are we doing here? You want to just
I said Brandon Ingram. What about Brandon Ingram?
They're not taking that trade package that you just said.
Why not?
Bro, I want
RJ's only 21.
I want to be realistic.
Got to defer to RJ.
I want to be realistic. You're not being realistic right now. You're not being realistic right now. Because you know damn well Randall and them is not beating no Giannis within the next 2-3 years.
I know, but if we trade RJ for Brandon Ingram, we might.
I'm not doing. No, we're not. Are you kidding me? You ever see Brandon Ingram on defense with Randall? What the hell are you doing? Yo, you drunk some mimosas tonight?
But that's what you want to say. But RJ is still playing defense against whoever. Who is he stopping? He's not going to lock up Middleton. Middleton's going to bust his ass.
So he never stopped Middleton.
So then you're saying that we could beat the Bucks then?
No, we're not beating the Bucks.
But you just said that RJ could lock up Middleton. If RJ's locking up Middleton, then we could beat the Bucks.
I see it in regular season. I can't see it in the playoffs because we can't even beat the Hawks.
We beat the Hawks on Christmas.
Oh. Yo, nah. He said we beat them.
We beat them on Christmas. I don't care if they didn't have Trae Young. We still beat them. My thing is, right, you want to keep circling. My thing is right now, like, I agree with everything you're saying. The only thing that's stopping us from winning right now is that you don't want to trade RJ Barrett.
The only thing that's stopping us right now is you don't want to trade Randall.
But that's the thing. You keep going to other players. You agreed that you think Randall should be here. Because you just said Randall should be here. I'm
going to Randall because you're going to RJ. That's just the way life goes. That's just the way life goes. That's just the way life goes.
Man, you
don't do that.
Nuts,
I'm not. Nah, it's not because I'm nuts. It's because bro, Randall and Brandon Ingram will get
Yeah,
swept by the Bucks. Oh my God.
Yeah, if Randall and Ingram is a 20-point a game scorer, man. We added another 20-point a game score. You telling me we're getting swept? So if we're getting swept, but by getting Brandon Ingram by trading RJ, Fournier, and Burks, that's hypothetical. Not saying it's gonna happen. But let's say if you was to trade RJ, Burks, and Fournier for Brandon Ingram, you telling me we're getting swept? So if that's the case, then if we stay currently, then we're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, nah, yo. I can't live my life like that. I can't go in my house tonight, look in my mirror, and say, yeah, Randall and Ingram gonna beat the Bucks in 6. No. I didn't watch the playoffs. I know who Randall is.
But that same person is gonna look in the mirror and say RJ is gonna lock up Middleton and we're gonna sweep the Bucks now because we kept RJ.
I don't think we beating the Bucks even if we do make a trade this year. Are you kidding me? You trolling right now. I'm
not trolling. Listen. Brandon Ingram, the last 3 years, he's been averaging 23 points a game. You know what I'm saying? Basically 5 rebounds a game, almost 5 assists a game. You know what I'm saying? So he's a good player. Add him to Julius Randle. Now you got 2 20-point game scorers. Kemba Walker is now playing the way he's supposed to. He's a 20-point a game scorer too. You know what I'm saying? So now you're talking about Kemba Walker, Mitchell Robinson, Randle, Brandon Ingram. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know who you put next to them. Maybe you slide Grimes to start at the 2. I'll be good with that. Kemba, Grimes, Mitch, Randle, and Brandon Ingram. I think that's dope. And then off the bench, you got Obi, IQ, Deuce, Taj, and then when Rose come back, that's a fucking good team, man. What the hell is wrong with you?
No, it's not, bro.
That's not a good team.
No, that team stink. None of them defend. Defense. And the Pelicans is not trading Brandon Ingram. They're like 10-5 when him started. They're waiting for Zion to come back. Zion hasn't played those. Please stop. Please stop.
Yeah, they're waiting for Zion to come back, right? But if Zion had RJ next to him, then he'll be able to take better showers. You know what I'm saying? He probably won't eat as much. He'll let RJ have some. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll be so happy together in New Orleans over there. That's what makes the trade work.
You want coffee or not?
Yes, please.
I'm going to throw it.
Yeah. Can you give me a cup of that? Thank you, OG. I appreciate you. Yeah. Because he's talking some absolute garbage. I don't even know what's
crazy, man. You are crazy. So okay, fine. You don't want to trade RJ. So how do we get better? Let's leave it like that. How do we get better?
I told you the 2 things that's going to happen.
Don't tell me Cam Reddish.
No, the hell with Cam Reddish. You play the kids.
Oh my God, we agree with that. Okay,
we're going to turn around the season, or you make a trade. Now, honestly, I kind of think the Knicks is about to. I could feel it in my gut, and I'm never gonna go against my gut again. I think the Knicks could go on a run right now. I'm just waiting to see when quickly come back. But if we play the kids, I think we could win games. I think we wouldn't even have to make a real trade if we could just turn the season around. But at the same time, we do have too many players to play. So we're definitely we're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting. Do the Knicks keep winning when quickly come back? How does RJ look a month from now? How does Kemba look from a month from now? Because he got knee problems. Rose is out for 2 months. How does quickly look? What's the rotations gonna be like when quickly come back? Are you gonna? I know you're not gonna play. Good look, OG. I appreciate you. Yeah, yes, sir. Appreciate you. I know you're not gonna start Grimes because I was asking for a tip to start Grimes. Quickly all last season, and he barely did that. He only did that because of injury. So let's see. I want to see. I want to see when quickly come back. I want to see how the team look. But you can still go get me Cam Reddish on the low. You can get me Cam Reddish and Gallo. The reason why I say Gallo is because we drafted him. He's been here. He's somebody we identify with. And that sounds like a James Dolan sign-off. It sounds like a good move at the same time because you're getting a young wing. And Knox is, come on now. It's like,
yo, we already talked about Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish. They got that dude Johnson off the bench, and then they got they got Huerta, a bunch of different guys too, man. So I mean, they can get rid of uh Cam Reddish, but they need something that's going to help their team. So I mean, adding Fournier is not necessarily going to help them. How do we get Cam Reddish here? Because it's one thing to talk about him. How do we get him here? Because I don't think just simply giving them a first round draft pick is going to do it. Because
So
Cam Reddish can actually play.
true, but they got DeAndre Hunter, right? And
He
both of them got drafted in the same draft. So
Right.
already rumors out about Cam Reddish. Also, they're already capped out. And when you think about it, they got Bogey as well. Like they got a lot of players at his position. And also, when you're the new GM or like a new coach in that situation, you kind of want to see your draft picks develop. So they picked Jalen Johnson and they got Cam Reddish, and Cam Reddish is,
Well,
so
all right. Listen. Look at the eyes from the Atlanta GM. What would Atlanta do as far as their team, the way their team is situated? Realistically, looking at them, how would they get better? What do you think they should think about doing to get their team better?
me, it depends on who I want my starting lineup to be, and when does DeAndre Hunter come back? Because you got Collins, he's the 4. You got Capella, he's the 5. Okay, you need a small forward, but I think Bogdanovich is. I think he was on C protocol. I think he was on C protocol.
Right.
So he hasn't been playing. They've been playing with G leaguers and end of the bench guys. So and they also got to pay. They're capped out, and they got to pay DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish in the same offseason. So it depends. Would you want to take on? Uh, would you want to take on a contract to get talent that will help you win now instead of having to worry about a guy that need minutes and you will want to pay him for the Knicks? Is basically you're just swapping Evan Fournier out of the star lineup. You're just swapping a starter basically for the Knicks. You're just basically swapping Evan Fournier for an athletic wing who can make threes, 3 and D guy.
All right. Well, listen. From the Atlanta standpoint, I'm not trading
Uh-huh.
Cam Reddish. From Atlanta standpoint, I'm not trading Cam Reddish. Because I mean, you got John Collins. I'm putting the way that Cam Reddish is playing now. I want him to stay on the team now. If I'm Atlanta, so I mean, you got Collins, you got Cam Reddish, you got Capella, you got Trey Young, and you got Bogdanovich. You got a lot of other guys too. A lot of depth. So if anything, there might be a trade to make to get an extra player. Maybe to get a better backcourt person. I don't know, man. But right now, the way that the roster is, I want to keep Cam Reddish now. Because I mean, you said they need a small forward, but Cam Reddish is a small forward.
Yeah, but they are more invested in DeAndre Hunter, and they already got
Yeah, but
runners out. And DeAndre. Oh, okay.
DeAndre Hunter gotta prove that he can stay healthy. He got like this weird injury thing going on. I think they want him. They want him to be here, but they wouldn't have paid John Collins if DeAndre Hunter was playing. Because I think DeAndre Hunter could play a little bit of power forward too, man. He's his arms are super long. So anyway, the way that it's situated, I would want to keep Cam Reddish around. If he's going to be giving me 30-something points, shooting all these 3-pointers and stuff, I would want him to keep him around.
Showcase. You doing it while Trey Young and a lot of players is out. This is the time to strike gold.
Yeah, but Trey Young played tonight.
He did.
Yeah, Trey Young played tonight. He came out of COVID protocols tonight to play. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I threw some names out. Jeremy Grant. You might not like him. You might not think we can get Brandon Ingram, but I don't think we can get Cam Reddish either. The price of the brick done went up already. If we wanted Cam Reddish, we probably could have got him in the summertime. And probably for the low. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I think Cam Reddish. I think they're keeping that. I think they're keeping that cat.
I disagree. We'll see.
But yo, he's playing good, man. So they're not gonna give away a guy to us for nothing, especially not for Fournier, because they already got guys that could do what Fournier does. You know, they got a few guys that could do what Fournier does. You
Name
know,
it.
including Cam Reddish. You know
Lou
what I'm saying?
Williams don't play. Lou Williams don't play a lot of minutes no more.
Bogdanovic and Huerta, man.
Bogdanovic is the starter.
Right.
Hunter's the backup wing, and they paid Hunter already. Well, Herter.
Yeah, Huerta and Bogdanovic. You're talking about the starting two and the backup wing, right? So where does Fournier fit in that mix?
Fournier is who's the starting two?
Bogdanovic right now is
Who's
starting.
the starting three? DeAndre Hunter.
No, DeAndre Hunter hasn't played all year. He only played 11 games. It's Cam Reddish.
Oh, that's funny. So you would be they. So if I'm the Hawks, it depends on now. Are you gonna pay DeAndre Hunter? Or are you gonna pay Cam Reddish? Now it's sounding like they're more invested in DeAndre Hunter from everything what I've read, and they putting out rumors. Cam Reddish they want a first round pick. So it's like
No, that was in the summertime. Not now. The dude just scored 30-something points. They do. They're not gonna be trying to just get a first round pick for Cam Reddish. They're gonna want a player.
hey, blame the Athletic, brother. Don't blame me.
Yo, man, they're gonna want a player because I mean, like forget what you saying, man. Cam Reddish just scored 30-something points last night. He's just started small forward. They're not gonna trade for Fournier. What they want Fournier for? They already got two guys that are exactly doing what Fournier does. Huerta and Bogdanovic are doing exactly what Fournier does. So why would they spend $17 million on a guy that does what two of their players already do? They already paid Bogdanovic like 17 to do the same thing. Huerta got a little bit of money too, so they got two guys invested that do exactly what Fournier does. Why would they want Fournier?
One is the starter, one is the backup wing. You need another backup shooting guard, or you need a starting. You need a starting something. You need something.
That would be Cam Reddish. They already have the guy.
They're not
On a
paying.
rookie deal. They don't have to pay him today.
The reason why I disagree with you is because that's how the Knicks operate. They don't sell high.
You
on
just
assets when
want the
they're
Knicks
high.
to get Cam Reddish.
No, I want the Knicks to give me a young goddamn wing and stop going to the dice game with cheap petty ass bets. That's what I'm sick of them doing.
Yeah, but
Get the guy while they're getting is good.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to look from their perspective. Atlanta is not going to trade Cam Reddish for Fournier. They're not going to go through the trouble of making a trade to get Fournier. Huh?
That's not the only trade.
Yeah, but you don't want to trade RJ.
I traded it because that's not realistic.
So then who would you trade? What trade makes sense to get Cam Reddish here from the Knicks? We would have to give somebody young up for Reddish. It's not like I said. It's not going to be Knox in the first round pick
because Knox don't have to necessarily re-sign there this summer, and you get a first round pick out of it.
Oh my God, they're not trading Cam Reddish for Knox in the first round pick.
Not just Knox though. Because
it can't be Fournier. The Fournier got to be out there question because he makes $17 million.
I would trade Gallo's contract.
That don't make no sense because they already paid. They already got two guys to do what Fournier does.
There's no space for Gallo on that roster. They got Okongwu.
If we get Gallo for where does Gallo play for us?
I'm playing Gallo. Gallo's gonna play. I don't care if he
where
plays
though.
forward.
You got to tell me where.
Play small forward. Playing. I don't know. Ask Tibbs. I ain't got the.
No. If we make a trade for Cam Reddish and then you're talking about trading Fournier, okay, let's make it happen. Trade Fournier and we get Gallo here. Where is Gallo playing?
Back up something. I'm not worried about it.
He can't play backup nothing because we got Obi, IQ, Grimes, Deuce, and Taj playing. So where's Gallo playing?
I don't need to play Yo, listen. With all due respect, Gallo's been here before. I don't mind him playing over a young boy. I don't care. That's the type of time I'm on. That Gallo's my pet. Yo, you know what's funny? I remember when we had drafted Gallo, and when we drafted Gallo, I think I was still in my teens. That's how long ago.
Yeah. Yo, man, where are we playing Gallo, man?
Backup 3, backup 4, backup 5.
We can't play backup though because you already got OB, IQ, Grimes, Deuce, and Taj,
Yeah, figure
and
it out.
Rose.
I'm not thinking about Rose. Honestly, I'm not thinking about. I don't think he's gonna play for the rest of the season. Honestly,
Jesus Christ, man.
because Rose crazy like that.
Yeah. But anyway, we were gonna talk about Kemba Walker, man. So, what do you think is going on with Kemba Walker? Do you think this is for real what he's doing, or do you think that because before he started going off, like everybody was talking about ways to trade Kemba to get him off the team because of what we thought was happening behind the scenes as far as like character and all the other stuff. So, what do you think is going on with Kemba Walker? Is this real or what?
I never thought he was the problem. Honestly, I thought he was somewhat of an issue, but I never thought he was a problem. Because when we was 5-1, we allowed Kemba to play his game. So in the last 4 games, Kemba Walker's averaging 26 points, 8.3 rebounds, 7 assists, 4.3 made 3-pointers. And he leads the Knicks in points, assists, 3-pointers, 3-point attempts, and the highest plus 37 on the team. And it's fun to watch Kemba's resurgence, but my whole thing about that was it's malpractice. It's malpractice by Tibbs. And you don't put Alec Burks as my starting point guard, you 63-year-old fool, and you're not showing consistency with accountability. So when I hear Diehard say things like, RJ was this, RJ was that, well, who the hell got the goddamn ball all the time? Randall. And what does he do with the goddamn ball? Have games where he has 3 assists, 7 turnovers. So it's funny.
That's exaggerated. That's exaggerated.
So he never had 3. He didn't recently had a game where he had 3 assists.
Listen. If we're gonna talk about Randall's stats and turnovers, whatever, then we got to talk about how bad RJ's been playing too.
He's been bad, but he ain't been playing for 2 weeks, and he just came back from COVID. And Evan Fournier has been worse than Randall. And that's what's even more sad about that is that's really on Tibbs.
It is on Tibbs, man, but Tibbs was benching Fournier. Fournier wasn't playing fourth quarter until recently because of COVID, whatever. He benched Kemba Walker. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do to try to get the shake up on the roster. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it, but he had to do something. That now Kemba Walker's back and stuff. So what's next? What do you think is going on here?
So some players with the Knicks felt that Kemba Walker's benching revealed a little bit of inconsistency in the decision-making process of the team because of the same standards weren't applied to the rest of the roster. And stuff like that annoys me. And I spoke about that with you last season when it came to Alfred Payton. Regardless of what anybody said to me, he should have been pulled from the starting lineup months before. Don't spew the crap to me that we didn't have anybody else. I don't care. I watched Thibodeau win 50-plus games with Keith Bogans. I watched it with my own. I watched it. So when I see him pull Kemba and Kemba get 9-10 straight DMPs or something like that, and you go 1 for 7, that's on the coach. And then you see games where, to hell with Randall, you're watching Evan Fournier shit the bed and you don't sit him. Or you watching Alec Burks give me a game. I think this was against Cleveland. It was one of these teams. Dude, stat line was 1 point, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. What is that? What is that? I've seen games where Evan Fournier go 1 for 9. What the hell is that? I've seen games where Mitchell Robinson, he give me 3 rebounds. What the hell is that, dog? What the hell is that? 3?
He benched Mitch Robinson, though. Mitch Robinson is now coming off the bench now.
But Nerlens ain't no damn better. He's even worse.
But what you going to do with that?
I'm playing. Honestly, how you feel about RJ right now is low-key how I feel about Mitch. I'd rather see Sims than Mitch at this point sometimes. And Taj and Nerlens. I'd rather see Sims.
Yeah, Jericho Sims needs to play too. That's another guy. But I mean, like I'm trying to say, even though they do need to play, you want to say MSG politics or whatever, but there's salary there. That somebody needs to be moved. That somebody people are talking about why trade. My man Brad Johnson is like, why can't we just give these guys a season and let them play? Yeah, we could do that, but we're talking about from a standpoint from a roster building. You can't just have if like I said, if you want to talk about communism and everybody's making like the same amount of money straight across the board, if everybody's making the same amount of money, then it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You just play whoever deserves to play. But because certain guys make a certain amount of money, you can't just throw that on the bench. You could. But what does that do for you as a roster going forward? Because you have to be able to try to win. You got to try to be able to utilize the assets you have to make the team better. So I mean, and I could argue that forget salary, we could just play the kids, whatever, and everything will be fine. That's what I think. It would be fine. But at the same time, like you can't play the game and be like, damn, I got 17 million on the bench, I got 10 million on the bench, I got this man, I got all these guys on the bench. You know what I'm saying? They make all this money. Something needs to be done with that.
So this is why I love. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say that. I like what Pat Riley is doing down there in Miami. So a couple seasons ago, if y'all don't remember, Miami was paying, I believe, James Johnson some crazy amount of money. I think it was like 17 million. But they was paying Hassan Whiteside 20 million, and they was paying somebody else about 20 million. And they literally had about 60 million in contracts out of their rotation. But you know how Miami is. They pick good young players who can help them win now. So it's a reason why those young players is playing. But you're building a foundation while trying to win. So what I'm trying to say is Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra and those guys, regardless of who had got paid what and in what their contract length was, they didn't allow the politics of contract lengths dictate roster construction. They didn't allow it. So
good, buddy.
What's up, OG? How you doing?
Everything good?
I'm good. So that's what I was trying to get at, man. They just don't. It's accountability.
Ain't no more.
They don't do the roster. They don't do the roster garbage stuff because of contracts. I don't want to hear about he's playing because we just paid him. But you know that a guy who making less is better for rotation, is better for winning.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, their guys have hit. Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, PJ Tucker. All these guys have hit. You know what I'm saying? So, our guys haven't hit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. They're not going to bench Kyle Lowry because he's playing good for them. They're not going to bench any of these other guys because all these guys that they got that's just taking up all the salary, all those guys are playing good for them. You know what I'm saying? Right now, because of injury, you got Max Strutt. They're lucky that he's doing good for them. Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, even Dedman. Dedman was a guy that hit for them too. Only because of injury. Due to injury, these guys came in and started doing good. So they're lucky too, man. If anything else, we're very comparable to Miami. I want to say, because I mean we drafted well. So all of our young guys could play today. But we just messed up signing Fournier. I feel like we shouldn't have signed Fournier. And Kemba Walker right now is showing what he can do, but Fournier is the one that messed it up really. So I mean, like if we would have got somebody else, if you could just compare somebody that makes $17 million and just swap them out for Fournier, we would be better. No matter who it is, we'll be better.
Yeah, basically, and it's stuff like you get Quentin Grimes. He's the first Knicks rookie with back-to-back games with 5 threes or more, right? If you get a game like the Knicks since 1983, 1984 to record 15 plus points, 9 plus assists, 4 plus steals, 0 turnovers. Deuce McBride, Mark Jackson twice, Ray Williams. And then you get a game like the game I was talking to you about earlier. And I was talking about the backcourt duo of IQ and Deuce McBride in the win over Houston. They had 39 points, 14 assists, 14 assists. 14 assists, 7 rebounds, 9 made 3-pointers, 5 steals. So, you know, it's nice to see. But one thing I need to see change, and it's annoying to me, and that's just on the center position, is fewest cuts per game. That was very alarming to me, dog. It was 4.4 attempts per game. That is disgusting. The 28th percentile in cuts per game, and it's evident of what we are watching. And the biggest problem is scoring off screens, where the Knicks are dead last in the whole NBA in scoring off screens. Our centers don't screen well. Mitchell Robinson don't set good screens. Randall don't set good screens. Obi don't set good screens. Nerlens don't set good screens. You know who set the best screens on the team?
Jericho Sims.
You beat me. I was about to say Taj Gibson.
Yeah, between Taj Gibson and Jericho Sims, those are the two guys that, Randall says decent screens.
Yeah, but he do. But sometimes I don't like don't set the screen and then automatically don't try to get contact with the guy's body. Randall does it a lot. He's doing it less now, though. I like that he's doing it less now, but he used to do it a lot.
Well, the problem with Randall is that he'll set a screen, but then he won't leave no space, and he's standing there looking for the ball, asking for it back. That's the killer with Randall. But Nerlens he doesn't lock his guy out. Mitchell Robinson moves too much. And then Obi don't even touch the Obi don't even touch the guy, man. It's like bugged. He's bugged out. He's a good player though. I ain't here to diss Obi right now.
Obi sets okay screens. He sets okay screens. He don't set the most amazing screens. They're okay.
Yeah. But I mean, back to the roster stuff. Shout out to Quality Jumper, right? He was just like, you just have to deal with benching these guys until we can move them. All right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But just the only thing that I have to say with that is that if you're gonna bench certain guys, then we need to move them for somebody like a Grant or something like that. It doesn't have to be Grant. I just keep saying that name. But there's got to be another player that we could flip, to get somebody here that's more useful. I don't mind benching Fournier. I don't give a damn about Fournier. Fournier's not playing good. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't care if he don't play. But I'm just thinking about how we're gonna make the team better. Because it is salary there. So I would rather have somebody here that's gonna help the roster going forward some kind of way.
Yeah. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. If we could just swap out Evan Fournier for just give me a younger wing, bruh. A guy with high upside who can help us win now. I would love for that to happen.
Yeah, I want to see the salary. Like who's making the same amount as Fournier? NBA salaries. I'm gonna see if I could get that up quick. I know we've looked at that before, on this pod. NBA salaries.
Honestly, I would entertain Karis LeVert because I thought about a star lineup with Kemba, RJ, Karis, Randall, Mitch. But I'm like, if I could get Miles and Karis, I might do it. I might do it. Cause that's a reasonable start five. That's reasonable.
Yeah, if he had Karis can't really. Karis is not really necessarily a good shooter, but Karis can get to where he needs to go and score. He's not going to be holding the ball like Fournier does, and making those type of decisions. I think swapping them out because they make similar money. So I think that's a good idea. I'm trying to figure out where the hell because I got the salaries up, but I don't see here goes Evan Fournier. Around Evan Fournier, I think Karis makes a little bit more than him. But yeah, man, $17 million a year. Gary Trent is a guy. Lord have mercy. Gary Trent,
They're
Joe
not trading Gary
Harris.
Trent. They're not trading Gary Trent. I don't want nothing to do with Joe Harris.
Yeah, Karis LeVert would be a good idea. Terry Rozier,
No, I don't need him.
Eric Gordon. What about Eric Gordon?
No, that is no. Don't need him. Don't need him.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm just looking at the comparable salaries and shit.
Quentin Grimes with 27 points, including a Knicks rookie record, 7 made 3-pointers in his first start. Other NBA players to score 25-plus points in their first NBA start: Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Ron Harper, Grant Hill, Jerry Stackhouse, Allen Iverson, Lamar Odom, LeBron James.
That's like an all-time lineup right there. Different names you just mentioned. Ron Harper. Ron Harper was a beast when he was in Cleveland. Before he got old and went to the Lakers and the Bulls. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
With the Clippers too. I think he played for the Clippers.
Low key, I didn't know he averaged 20 points. I didn't know that.
He did that for the majority of his career up until he got to the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
So,
He's a good basketball player.
Yeah. You'll be surprised at some of the stats you'll see when you'll pay attention to as you get older. You're like, wait, he did that? Oh,
No, but I remember when he was good like that. There's a lot that's what kills me about the NBA. There's so many good talent that throughout the years, but they never talk about them. They never talk about that. They keep talking about the same guys over and over again. It's always Magic, Larry. Like they played against people too. You know what I'm saying? There's so many good players throughout the years that were really good. When Ron Harper was on Cleveland, he had Mark Price with him. He had Brad Daugherty. He had a bunch of guys on his roster that was good. Larry Nance, Larry Nance Sr. was on the team. So he played. They played with good players. They were good teams back then. But they just don't talk about it. They always want to talk about Jordan and Scottie Pippen and all that. Like there weren't other players out there. Yeah.
That's right. That's that.
Well, I think we got it in today, man. We got in a couple of good arguments today.
Yeah, man. Gotta be objective, man. I just hate. Honestly, I listen to a lot of people. And the one thing that will make me turn something off when I'm listening to it, I dislike over like the reality stone talk. Like I hate over optimism. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like I hate when somebody they keep telling me like how everything is good and this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third, and they're never gonna look at the objective side of it. Like, right. Okay, what if it ain't good? You get what I'm saying? You gotta ask the tough question. Well, state, what if you gotta trade RJ? Sometimes you gotta ask those tough questions.
Yo, man, so some of the stuff that I say, I don't even believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it for the sake of argument. You know what I'm saying? I don't even believe half the stuff I be saying. But I mean, like if you're gonna have a podcast, you got to talk about it. You can't just be like, yeah, man, we're gonna be good one day. Keep supporting. You know what I'm saying? See you on the next one. Like what the fuck? Like, you got to have some kind of conversation. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I appreciate you, man. You stick to your guns, whatever. But you be like you be shooting everything.
Damn, bro. It's crazy because the Brandon Ingram narrative would be so strong if New Orleans was just losing right now, but they not losing. They're dead winning while he's been playing. He's been on a low-key all-star push right now. So I really appreciate a guy like, Brandon Ingram, what he's doing. But the guy that I'm really looking at, and I kind of didn't want him at first. I kind of want De'Aaron Fox, but I kind of don't. But I kind of do. It'd be nice to see, but that's not even something we could talk about right now because just Kemba Walker's on the tear, and I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't feel like that's the time to talk about that.
Yeah. Fox might just be a shooting guard too, man. The way that Sacramento's been kind of wasting him, with the other, because they got mad point guards over there. Davion Mitchell, all these guys are good, so they kind of like messing around with Fox over there. So I don't even know what Fox is if he's a, I'm looking at the playoff stuff, man. The Knicks are, I don't know, man. Because I mean the Wizards, they still winning, even though they weren't supposed to. They still winning. The Hornets, the Celtics, the Raptors, and the Hawks, they all are still in the mix to win. So the Knicks gotta make a move or something. It might be internal, like some of the guys are saying in the chat, but my thing is, if we have the assets to do something to make our team better, we gotta do it, man.
Yeah, I agree.
If we want to salvage the season.
I definitely agree. I told you I wanted them to do. I think we definitely agreed on that. Like we both agreed. Like, let's make a trade. I think yeah, maybe I'm a little biased about the whole trade RJ thing, but at the end of the day, I even told my man Jay from Florida, man. I told him on Twitter today, man. Yo, listen, bro. Sacrifices got to be made, man. If the right person is up, and they want to come to the Knicks, I would really sacrifice some of these kids to get that said player. Now, would I sacrifice any of the kids before RJ? No. Obviously, I would sell off all the other kids before RJ. Obviously.
Yeah, it would have to be the right move though. But a team like Washington Wizards, they got some kids over there. So if they was to make a move, they got pieces to make a move in the Wizards. Hornets too. The Hornets, if they make the right move, or the Celtics,
yeah, man.
Then that pushes them ahead of the Knicks right there. If they make a move to get another player, let's say like if the Wizards were to get De'Aaron Fox or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
Yo, ooh.
Or the Celtics, if the Celtics was to get De'Aaron Fox.
But if the Celtics was to try to get De'Aaron Fox, I'm absolutely asking for Jaylen Brown. I'm absolutely asking for Jaylen Brown. You cannot give me. It's nothing, because when I look at the Celtics, it's not like I don't see no Obi Toppin, no man quickly on that, and on the young boys, nah, I don't see no Obi, no quickly. No, even RJ, I don't see no RJ. I don't see no Mitch. The Knicks got I know the Knicks got a better trade package than the Celtics, if it came down to it for a Fox trade. And plus, It's all about doing business, baby, man. You got World Wide West, man. Kenny Payne, I know they could work out something. And the last thing, the GM of the Kings. Fox ain't his draft pick. Halliburton is. So.
Yeah, if you from a GM standpoint, if you're trying to build a roster and you already got Halliburton and you got Davion Mitchell, then Fox got to go. You got to figure out a different spot because you already got the point guard positions locked in now. So now you gotta figure out something for Fox and possibly for Buddy Hield too, because they don't want Buddy Hield over there either. So. They got a potential to make moves over there if you're roster building with them, because you want to keep guys on the same thing. Like if you got these rookies, then you want to keep these guys on the rookie scale. You don't want to have De'Aaron Fox taking up minutes and space and politics and all that other shit. I know you see the screen though.
Sacramento. I'm not even. I'm ignoring that. So Sacramento, right, is It's funny. I think Sacramento would be wise to try to trade Fox. I think they would get more value for him in the summer than what they would now. But at the same time, if you see Halliburton putting up the numbers that he's putting up, I would absolutely try to deal Fox. But here's the thing, and I'm going to be realistic. If I'm a Sacramento King fan and I look at the Knicks roster, and I'm trading them Fox, I know I want Obi. I want RJ. I want Grimes. I want Quickly. I want some first round picks. Now, okay, if they say something like, nah, we ain't giving y'all RJ, or we ain't giving y'all No, you got to give me quick. You got to give me quickly a Deuce. First of all, you got to give me one of those two. You can't. I'm not giving you Fox without quickly a Deuce. I mean, I'm being realistic. I'm taking Kevin Knox. I want Knox in that deal because I want to see if we could get somebody on a low cost, low risk, high reward deal. I want Knox. I want Obi. I definitely want Obi. I triple want Obi because Obi could be my starting power forward. Marvin Bagley, his dad, he was talking junk about the Sacramento Kings, and he doesn't play no minutes. So Marvin Bagley's gonna walk. So I'm definitely gonna want Obi. And I'm gonna want some first round picks. So and you gotta make salaries match. So obviously they're gonna have to take Evan Fournier. But another thing too, Diehard, if I'm the Kings, I kind of want Randall because we ain't got no starting four. And when you look at Randall, you think Chris Webber. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to sell him on that. I'm not trying to say. I'm not trying to gas him about it. But when you don't have a starting four, you got Halliburton, you got Devion Mitchell. I would want to, if I'm trading Fox, I would want a guy who's former All-Star and stuff. So I would want Randall.
Man, is Randall good? Is Randall good or not? Is he Chris Webber or is he trash?
That's the thing.
On the Knicks, he's trash, but if he was on another team, he'd be Chris Webber.
He's not trash. Randall's a great player. He's just not a star. He's just not some superstar. He's a championship 3 option or 4 option. He's a great player, though. He's a damn good player. Damn good. He's damn good. But Fox and RJ can't play together. Both can't shoot. Did you not see RJ shoot? See stuff like that I gotta ignore, bro. I can't, dog. I can't do that.
I'm looking at the Boston salary. They probably can get De'Aaron Fox.
They probably good.
They probably could get De'Aaron Fox without trading Jason Tatum and Jalen.
Nah, you gotta give me Jaylen Brown. They
would have to liquefy, the team, to give up all their draft picks, whatever if they even have any left. But they got guys like salary. They could throw like that Hernan Gomez dude. They got Josh Richardson. They could throw in there as salary. They got Romeo Langford and some other guys that they have on the roster. So they could put together a team.
Wait, hold on. Put up this comment real quick. I know you see what I just said, because I know I just said the Kings would just ask for RJ Barrett. I know I just said that, bro. I know I literally just said that. I know I just said the Kings would ask for RJ. I know I just said if I'm the Kings, I'm asking for RJ. I didn't exclude him from that, brother. I don't think he was listening.
So you would trade RJ for De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah, I was about to curse. Bro, I'm not trading De'Aaron Fox from a fucking RJ if I'm the Knicks. I wanted to pair them in the starting lineup. I'm trying to get a young, that'd be nice, man. I just want some young up-and-coming team. That'd be nice, man. Fox like 23, 24. RJ, he like 22. You got Randall, he going on 28.
So you wanna make a team movie, basically. You wanna do like the Goonies. You wanna get the Goonies together.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the Goonies together, man. But I'm trying to have some of my draft picks in this too, man. I'm trying to win with some homegrown talent, but at the same time, I'm trying to have my cake and eat it too. I got you. I'm trying to be like Golden State, man. I want to have my cake and eat it too. I want to win a ring with my young core, right?
I hate Golden State, man. I hate Golden State. Watching that Phoenix game, Phoenix and Golden State, man, my mouth was like a jaw was dropped. The way that they run up and down the court, they could flip. They were, both teams were substituting like crazy, bang, 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 because the pace was so frantic that they had to do that. It was a crazy game to watch, that Golden State Phoenix game. So I would love to be involved in something like that, man. Like have the young the young guns, the wings and stuff like that to be able to compete like that, and still got old geezers out there playing good.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'll be fun. That's what I need to see. That's what I need to see. We gonna see though. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what these young boys got, man. We're gonna see what these young boys got.
Yeah, man.
Let's see what these young boys got.
All right, man. Let's wrap it up a little bit. It's getting close to that time.
It's getting late. I'm already kind of in trouble, so I'm about to. I'm about to go ahead.
I'm in trouble every night, man. As soon as I get off here, it's like damage control, man.
Yeah, I'm about to go do a lot of damage control right now. so yeah, this was a good one tonight, man. This was a good one tonight. We both brought the energy. You know, people need to hear arguments like that, man. So I don't know whoever's in their car, they're gonna hear this one. They're gonna be like, nah, these dudes here is crazy. But I'm glad we talked about both sides, man. Both sides of the coin, man. Trades, the young guys. I mean, not necessarily teams. I ain't really want to talk about that old 63-year-old geezer tonight, man. RJ, Randall, Grimes, Deuce, and all those quickly, but
Yeah, when it comes down to it, after everything that we said, it's still Tom Thibodeau. He's the one that gotta open his eyes and see what's out there. Because he's the main problem.
Yep. Yep. He definitely is. He puts everybody in bad spots. We be talking about certain players be playing trash. That's on Tibbs.
Yeah,
that's on Tibbs.
He's putting us in bad spots too, because as people that's talking about the Knicks and stuff, like we can come up with a strong opinion now. We want to do this, we want to do that. Now Kemba's not playing. Oh, we got to trade Kemba, this, that, and the other. But now Kemba's playing again. They're like, oh shit, now we got to keep you putting us in bad position because people are like, oh, but you said this before, you said that before. But it's like this is Tom Thibodeau's doing this to us, man. So it is what it is.
It's ridiculous, bro. He'll coach a good game one game, and then the next game he'll come out and wet the bag. It's maddening, bro.
Yeah, it's a straight explosive diarrhea all over the damn place, man.
Oh god.
Well, on that note,
yeah, man. Everybody know where to find us, man. Stitcher, Google Pod, iHeartRadio, Amazon Alexa, Player FM, TuneIn, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Yeah, man.
All those motherfuckers,
All those motherfuckers, man. This was a good one, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Press those thumbs up, man. Get those likes up. We appreciate y'all tuning in tonight, man. Shy, man, keep coming with the energy. I love it. I love when people challenge my takes. I don't like when people always agree with me. I don't like it. It feels fake. I need somebody to disagree with me because I need to learn something. I don't learn anything when somebody's agreeing with me all the time. That's just the way life goes.
One thing I don't like is when people like you say something and then people want to freaking crucify you because you said it. It's like, yo, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. We just talking basketball. You want to make it personal, saying so. Do you want to fuck me or you want to talk Knicks? And cut the bullshit. Yeah. It's like, come on, man. We don't want to take it no further than just talking Knicks. So just keep it that way. God, man, why does he have to always be crazy like that? I just don't get it.
I don't know, man. But let's go get those wins, man. Let's go get those wins, man. I'm out of here, man.
Yo, Knick Nation, peace out.
Peace out.
If you see these dogs in your front yard, just know upstairs I'm going hard.